This morning, I had to go to the bank to deposit some cash, real cash, actual bills, which is something I do very infrequently nowadays, as 99.99% of my financial stuff, everything I do is online or electronic in some form. Anyway, so off I went to the bank, and it is the weekend, so the branch itself is closed. But I knew the bank machines would be up and running. Got there, and there was a note on the machines going, "We've been upgraded." And I thought, wonderful. We've been upgraded. You no longer need to use an envelope to make a deposit. Just put the money in, and we'll do the rest. And normally, I usually package up anything like money or what have you in an envelope ahead of time, just because it saves a little time. I move rather slowly, and this cuts off about 5 minutes worth of work and the machine timing out. Anyway, so I took the money out of the envelope, and I followed the on-screen instructions, and when the slot opened to put the money in, I put the money in, and while I was putting the money in, the slot closed. Obviously, I wasn't fast enough. So, part of the money was in the machine, part of it was still sitting in my hand. And the machine made some noise for quite a while, actually, a minute or two. And then it said, "I'm sorry, there's been an error, and we cannot process the funds you put in." And then it said, "Please type in the amount you deposited." So I put in an amount. Fortunately, it was accurate. And then I thought, well, what do I do now? Because I went to put in the rest, tried it again, and the machine went, "We're sorry, there's been an error, and I can no longer accept cash." So I went to another bank machine, the other one in the same building, and I put the rest of the money in there. And I thought, this is a case where the automation got right in the way of completing a task. I would say by the time all was said and done, it made it about 2 to 3 times longer. And I began to wonder, if AI, artificial intelligence, will be able to adapt. Let's say we had some AI in the bank machine. It might recognize, oh, this patron is slower, or this patron doesn't touch the screen in the standard way. And indeed I don't. Because of the height of most machines, and the height of the screens, and the height of the slots and keyboard, I normally have to go up and down. Because if I'm at the bottom where I can reach the keyboard, then my finger is at an angle when I touch the touch screen. And that usually confuses the heck out of the machines. And I wonder if AI will be able to go, let's adapt. Not necessarily make a profile on the person, but just go, this one's different. Or will we be just too confusing for it, or when AI develops sufficiently, will it actually give us poor humans pointers on, hey people, I've noticed a certain segment of your population could benefit from this idea. Because I remember hearing years ago when AI was just a little bit of a theory, one of the first things they did was train it on recognizing cancer. And they estimated it would take 3 to 4 weeks to train it, for it to look at the sample and go, this is cancer. And it recognized it in a week. And when they asked the researchers, why so quick? The researcher said because the AI came at the problem in ways we didn't anticipate. So I go into a little more detail about this on my blog, but that's the gist of it. How will AI adapt to disability? Right now, there aren't any real practical examples that we can study, not in the real world. There are specialized programs, of course, but it ought to be interesting to see where it goes and what adventures await. I would have been pleased if my ATM had said or indicated on the screen, hey, don't worry about it. We'll do this in 2 phases if you want. Or for you, we can make a note and you can put in an envelope next time, or what have you. But as I said, the automations that the designers currently put into the ATM with the intent of making it easier for everyone, in this case, doubled, if not tripled, the amount of time that it took. And I found that really interesting because, they want to make it easier. They want to make it more streamlined. They want to cut down on paper waste. And with that, we'll end today's little video. Anyway, leave a note either on my blog, notesintheleftmargin.com. There I go singing it again. Or leave a note on YouTube. I do read everything. Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you real soon. Thanks for dropping by. Bye-bye for now.